This is Miss Ayana Burnett with Reflections from the Red Chair.
Greetings, great ones. I do trust that this recording will be clear because I am outdoors, so you may indeed hear Mother Earth around me as she is greeting and blessing me as we speak. And because I am being blessed by our Pachamama, I'm feeling inspired to turn around and to perhaps share some wisdom with you that will indeed bless you. This is for the ladies, y'all. I mean, men folk, please feel free to listen because you might gain some perspective. But ladies, go grab a glass of wine, grab a cup of tea, your favorite happy beverage, and let's sit back and let's chat about some stuff, right? Today, we're going to examine depletion. It has been the theme in the room this week. Depletion. How about most of the time when we ladies are actually experiencing depletion, most of the time we don't even realize it, right? We may just become impatient or agitated, or we get an attitude, or we're angry, or we find we're frustrated with things, right? We might even realize that we're stressed, but we don't always do the best job at realizing that what's at the root is the fact that we are energetically, emotionally, mentally, and sometimes even physically depleted, right? That the symptoms of us being depleted were all of the aforementioned, which means that we are running on empty or running on fumes, and it is time to receive. It is time to fill up, to be nurtured, right? So this is why oftentimes we're like yearning for our beloved, or we're seeking attention from others, be it our children or be it our mates. It matters not, but we're looking for somebody to finally give it back to us. And when we believe that it's not there, it's like, right? Or if we're told no, that they're not available, then we like blow up. Why? Because we're believing that we are going to be left without. And that sucks. Like, that does not feel good whatsoever. And then, right, here we go. The script comes up, but I give to you all the time, and all that I do, and you can't return it, right? Sound familiar, right? We've all been there. But the reality is that those are just all symptoms reminding us that, hey, it is time for you to disappear. What do I mean by that? It's time for you to go get filled, not from people, because, oh my gosh, we love our beloveds. Yes, we do. We love our children. We love our mates. We love our friends, but they're human, and humans are fickle. Like, let's just keep it real, because we have our moments of being fickle, right? They are not a source of unlimited supply. And if they're not taking really good care of themselves, they don't have it to give. Not even that they don't want to, they just might not actually have that capacity. So where do you get it? Because you don't feel like you have it to give it to yourself, right? Where do you get it? You get it from your creator, by whatever name that you call that which is greater than you. Do you realize that we women are so mystical and magical that we would absolutely need to go to such a magnificent source to have the plenty and the overflow and the abundance that is needed to fill us up and keep us full? That's just how powerful you are. That it can't come from a human, or even just from one human or several humans. It has to come from the non-physical, all-knowing, ever-present, all-loving, ever-flowing force that oversees all of creation, that is ever-present for you, and that will always have enough for you, right? So honestly, we have to remember to let our beloveds off the hook and stop thinking that there's something wrong with us, because the only thing that's wrong with us is that we have given to the point that now we need to plug in, right? It's as if we were robots and we need to go into that mode where we just automatically recharge. Nobody thinks there's anything wrong with a robot. We just understand that that's how it operates. It's how you operate, right? It's how you operate. And there's nothing wrong with anybody else around you. They're just human too, and that's how they operate. So guess what? They actually need to go to their creator to be able to get full as well. And the little bit that you're doing is just supplementary to that which the creator is giving to them. So yes, give yourself permission today to plug in and do that which feeds your spirit. Because the minute that you do that, then you will find that you get back in line, that you're feeling right, and now you have all of your faculties right there available to you to figure the rest of the stuff out. But if you are depleted, then you're not at your best. It's like that idea, like trying to push through some type of assignment when you know your brain is dead and you just like stare at the page, or you stare at the paragraph, or you keep rereading the same thing over and over again. It's called go to bed. Right? Like, go to bed, get some rest, even if it's a power nap, recharge, and then try again. Because otherwise you're going to be sitting there for hours, and you know that if you should happen to finish it, it's going to have errors galore, and it's not your best work, or even close to like mediocre work, because you were exhausted. Right? So we have to be able to allow ourselves to acknowledge our own limitations. Right? Like, there's just so many hours in a day. There's so much energy that you have until you exhaust yourself, and you need to chill out. Like, when you watch nature and you watch animals, they spend a lot of time doing no thing. Like, literally, they just hang out and do no thing and do nothing, or they just sunbathe, right? They're not running here and there, and they're not even really, like, they'll be in groups, but they're not even paying attention to each other, really. Like, they're individually doing nothing but resting. And in our society, we have lost the value of rest. So guess what? It's going to be up to you and you alone to reclaim it, up to you and you alone to prioritize it, because that is going to be your lifeline. Going and getting what you need directly from the source and doing it often. Don't think that you can only do it, once a month. No, playa, that's not enough, right? There was literally this article, and if I can find the link, I'll post it, that literally scientists have supposedly done some research and found that moms absolutely need to take momcations, right? And that they need, even if it's 2 days, to just get completely away and reconnect to themselves or to the divine within them. That it's necessary, right? It's necessary. So, ladies, here we go. Let's make a pledge with one another that when we find ourselves absolutely stressed out, at our wits' end, not at our best, that instead of going and pulling on another person, be it your mate, be it your kids, be it a friend, that what you're going to do is to immediately make it your priority to, even if you have to go make a list of the things that feed your spirit, what are your most powerful spiritual practices, whatever they are. And this is the thing, I don't care what they are, right? Right now, I am sitting talking to you outside, looking at a beautiful view of the water where I can see the trees on the other side. So I have found that for me, going into the woods is indeed my happy place, because I don't get tired of it. Every single time that I walk into the woods, and it can be the same woods, I am ecstatic, and it's like I meet myself there. So guess what? That works for me. But if that doesn't work for you, don't use it. Don't use it. This is no cookie cutter. I want you to do what works for you. And if you have to begin to explore to figure out what that is, then that's okay. Take action, but do something. Don't just sit there and wallow in your misery and your dissatisfaction. Don't go into your head thinking that you've got to figure out your whole entire life right now. No, I want you to do something that's going to let you feel good just for a moment. Because in that moment, you can realign, reattune, and recalibrate with you. So that's the priority, to get full. Right? So if it is a girlfriend who's available, who pours into you, okay then, plan a retreat with her, but also find things that you can do by yourself, right? About being emotionally independent, so that if nobody else is available, you know that you're good. And that's why I'm saying, go to your source, because your source is always available. Whether you actually feel the presence or not, honestly, is irrelevant. Just to go and acknowledge that there is a great energy being watching over you, and thus has your back right now. Right now. Right? So make a move right now. Or if you should be in touch with a sister friend, encourage her to make a move right now. And enjoy it, because you deserve it. Right? There are small pleasures that we can engage in right now that will help fill us up just a little bit more. Right? And if you find that, okay, I did it, and then, oh God, it's depleted, well, do it again. Right? Do it again. Make it your regimen. Make this literally your prescription, because you matter. Until next time, be light.